is John McDonnell. He was a star of the Heathrow campaign, your friend and mine, one of the solid Labour campaign MPs, John McDonnell.
I'm here just to say thanks. Just to say thanks. For the last few years on this demonstration I've come along and I've asked for your support in our campaign against the third runway and to prevent the obliteration of a third of my constituency. And you've responded. You responded in your demonstrations, in your direct action, in the climate camp, in the lobbying of MPs, at a time when big business was against us, politicians was against us, and all the media. And you responded with determination and courage. And as a result of that, there will be no third runway at Heathrow. We won. We won. But during that campaign, you know, we were fighting in my community, where I've lived for the last 40 years, to save the homes of 10,000 people. But during that campaign, we all learned a lesson, that it wasn't just a local struggle. It was actually a struggle that's part of a wider campaign, a struggle to save our planet. We all learnt lessons. And that's why my community now is standing in solidarity with all those other communities across Britain, across Europe and elsewhere, campaigning against aviation expansion. So we send them solidarity. We didn't want to save our homes at the expense of theirs or at the expense of this planet. But you know, we also learnt another lesson. We learnt that if you build a movement on direct action and demonstrations and lobbying, you can build a social movement of resistance which becomes an irresistible force. And that's the lesson of the Third Runway campaign. We've witnessed now with shame what's happening in Mexico. We've witnessed so-called leaders of the developing world threaten and bribe and browbeat the developing world into an agreement that they want to wipe out all the Kyoto advances and to prevent a further agreement. Well, the lesson of the Third Runway campaign is straightforward. When political leaders fail to lead, the people will take the lead. When the negotiations fail in the summit rooms, the negotiating table becomes the streets. And that's the mobilisation that we now need. If it takes direct action, if it takes demonstrations, that's what we have to undertake. That's the message to the politicians that are negotiating away our planet at the moment. Because it's the same policies being brought forward. The plundering of our planet for profit. And you know, it's the same struggle that the students are going through and every piece of industrial action that's taking place to save jobs. So from today's demonstration, from this discussion, the message to our politicians is this. If you do not lead, we will, but we'll lead by direct action. If you don't take the appropriate decisions to save our planet, we will, but we'll take them not in Parliament chambers, but we'll take them on the streets through direct action. And we'll build our movement into an irresistible force so that you cannot ignore us. So I bring today my thanks, but also my solidarity. We have the same cause, saving our planet, but creating a just and sustainable society. That's why we send our solidarity to all those students in occupation across 40 universities. And we'll be with them on Thursday on the demonstrations. But it's also why we send our solidarity to those members of RMT, FBU, PCS and others who've been on picket lines over the last month and will be in the coming period, because we're fighting for the creation of a just and sustainable society. There is no alternative. There is no alternative. And yes, we are all in this together, but we're all in this together against those who are trying to destroy our planet, exploit our people and undermine our future. Solidarity.